like your mushroom house.
Thanks, man. I opened up my camera and this was the thing that popped up. So
That's what you used last time. Welcome to the Pixel Kitchen Podcast, where we talk about anything on our minds over breakfast, lunch, dinner. Honestly, anytime we feel like eating. I'm your host, Mack. With me and my co-hosts, Jarred,
Hello.
Sean,
Hello.
and Melvin.
hello.
What the fuck have we been up to? It's been a while. It is a speed run.
Speedrun, what have we been up to? Okay.
No, it was a speed run for the intro.
Yeah, chilling. There we go.
Oh,
Alright, next.
okay. Chillin'.
Well,
Like-
Sean wasn't here for the last one, so what have you been up to, Sean? How you doing?
Well, I'm okay. I went back to work, so I
Nice.
got consumed with work and work. Is a drag sometimes. I used to really enjoy working, but I got a coworker that just insists on making my life miserable for no reason. And playing games, branching out. I had to give Destiny a break.
Understandable, I did too, but I need to get back into it for the
Well,
Battle
it's
Pass.
solstice next week after Tuesday, so that will be it's a little bit
Yeah.
different.
At least there's
Alright.
something to do then. It's not just, hey, let me grind out bounties.
Yeah, but it's ironic because I've switched up for grinding on
Warframe and
right
Outriders.
now. Yeah, and Outriders. Oh, I'm really liking digging Outriders. They the lore they introduced and the new end game thing is really kind of cool. And it's
Oh yeah,
very
I was
challenging.
wondering, is that like a free add-on or do you have to pay for it?
You have to pay for it.
Okay.
I think
Because I
it's
kept
DLC,
looking at it, I was
right?
like, is it something you have to pay for, or is it something that was free that was added, like you can get in, like you can just grind
Yeah,
into, or do you pay for it and immediately get put into it?
the confusion is that Warframe released one that was free, an update, prior to World Slayer. And so
Gotcha.
that confused a bunch of people. But
Gotcha,
World
gotcha.
Slayer was paid content. And there was a question, right? Because Outriders is on Game Pass. So is the DLC going to be on Game Pass too? But since Microsoft doesn't own.
And they don't, yeah, and
people
they
can
don't
buy-
have that deal with that company like they do, like they did Bungie.
Right. But it's worth it. I mean, it's good content. And
Oh, I don't doubt
Um,
that. Everything I've seen, hell, Jarred went back to play it.
yeah.
And
well,
he-
he bought me the DLC, so I was like, okay, I'll play. I mean, I was starting to play it before that.
But it's
So
just the
it's-
fact of
yeah.
you, like, we liked Outriders when we first started playing, but it was just getting into it was difficult.
It was.
Yeah.
But that's because the game had a lot of issues on launch, like a lot of bugs.
Yes,
Right.
it had a lot of shit.
That's
If they-
my
Fuck, first day I played, I got into a spot that shouldn't have been loaded yet, and I was just locked there. I couldn't get out, couldn't do anything. I had to wait for the person I was playing with to finish the mission.
finish the fight. Halo 3.
It's
Finish the fight.
it's interesting. Oh, sorry, Melvin.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say because Outriders picks up Destiny players. So when and big Destiny streamers like Glad,
Yeah.
and he was kind of with Destiny, right? I mean, there's only so much you can do. He went into Outriders, and Outriders has become the build craft, right? Pick the armor, put the mods on you want, and really build craft your end game what you want and see how much damage you can do, right? I was like, I'm finally in the top tier of damaging with people. I was like
Mhm.
playing with random people real low. So once I learned, okay, you stack this stuff. That's what it's about. You stack your attacks, you stack your abilities, and you keep. There's an order to how you do things to maximize. And once I did that, I was like, oh, check this out.
Yeah, the game
Nice.
gets a lot better once you have mods. I basically grinded the game when it came out, and I was like tier 15 when it first came out, and so like there was nothing left for me to do. I was just kind of
Right.
just sitting there, and then everyone just like stopped playing because the game just went to shit. The servers like started like getting really laggy, and then the developers did not care about the game whatsoever for like a good 5 months. So I was like, there's no point in me playing this game. I did everything. I have all the mods.
Yeah.
I was doing damage. Like it was literally at this point where it was like, well, I mean, I could go for like records, but like that's not me. Like I just play for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. No, I
also-
totally get it.
yeah.
I got into the story, so it was a little bit easier for me to go back to it because I found the story elements of it to be compelling.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I enjoyed it, and I had only built one character, right? So I had a Devastator, so I went back and took the time to build a Technomancer, Pyromancer, and what is it? The Trickster, which I can't play correctly, so I just gave up on it. But it's not a class for me. It's a what do you call it? A hit and run. You get
Oh,
in,
yeah.
do something, and then you disappear, right? And then you just stack stuff doing that. I found Pyromancer is much more than Devastator, I guess, because I've built a Pyromancer build where I just explode the world, and it's just really entertaining.
Nice. Nice.
If I was playing on PC, it probably wouldn't be as entertaining because the PC would probably be going, particles.
Never
Dude, my
know.
PC does go particles.
When you streamed it though, it actually looked pretty good.
I was
Like
streaming
it didn't
on the lowest.
drop. But yeah,
I
on
think I
stream it
started
didn't drop.
2 days, right? Or was it only one?
I was only there for one. I don't know if you did it for two.
I think the second day there was an issue that I did keep on dropping, so I had to lower everything back down to the lowest.
Yeah, that's because you were taking up too much GPU, and you're probably also utilizing your GPU as your streaming software. Like,
Yeah.
it's using your graphics as the fucking encoder.
Here's the question:
Yes.
When you're, because Outriders plays through Steam, can you remote play it and let Steam's computers do the heavy work?
I don't see why not.
Maybe?
Or is it remote play only available through Steam Deck?
I don't know.
I think Steam Deck remote play might be playing through your computer anyway. I don't know. I've never done any shit like that with Steam. Because I think they made the remote play in big picture mode for the, what is it called? The Steam device that hooks up to your TV.
Yeah, Steam Box. Yeah,
There you go.
Jules bought one. It was like
He
$5
did?
or something like that. Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
have.
Oh yeah, they were
Somewhere
like at
we
one
have-
point they were on sale
Yeah,
for very, very cheap.
yeah.
Because
he
they're not
bought one.
good.
They
Uh,
did what they said they would do, but no one really had a use for them.
How come?
Yeah. 'Cause
Not
cloud
many
gaming
people
wasn't-
wanted to. Yeah, the cloud gaming wasn't a thing, and you had to have a decent internet connection to even inside your own home stream to that box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but now cloud gaming, I know, it's like I've gone from being the weird guy from Aliens, right, with my hair all
Yeah.
over the place.
You went
saying,
from the meme to it being an actual reality of, hey, this is a thing. Start listening
Well,
to me.
I
Yeah.
just want it to be known, like none of us ever like were saying that you're crazy. That it
Oh,
was
no.
just you always
We all
said
agreed.
it, and so it was kind of like a meme. But, like
Yeah.
definitely,
I'm telling you, if I had been a millionaire, I could have invested in some of these companies that they had to use to build streaming capabilities. We would all be rich right now. I swear.
Oh yeah. Fuck, just
It's-
investing into it would help.
But yeah, and it's to say, but Warframe is picked back up, and it's another one where I really enjoy the story, and I like
Oh, yeah.
playing Space Ninja.
You are the lore man of the group.
lore.
Well, it's fascinating because I don't know. I like when people take time to create pseudo-religious experiences or pseudo. It's one of the reasons I like Assassin's Creed, right? Because Ubisoft specializes in alternate histories,
Yeah.
right? There's the same events in history, but maybe they weren't quite the way you remembered them. And that's kind of cool, right? Because people can relate to it. And but Warframe's pretty cool, and I don't know if we're going to talk about this later, but they had their TennoCon yesterday, and the original people that created Warframe announced at the TennoCon that they're splitting off to produce a game called Soulframe, and that the younger generation is going to take over producing Warframe from now on, while they're building Soulframe.
Oh,
So,
cool.
So now Digital Extremes, the independent, the solo company, is producing 2 MMOs.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
That is actually extremely cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool, and they make it work, right? And
Yeah.
you don't hear too much about bad things happening at Digital Extremes. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's like in the new with every the other game studios that are producing AAAs, it seems like they can't keep themselves out of the news lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So, but that's it in a nutshell. Just been hanging around, trying to do some stuff, trying to get back into the swing of things. So that's it. How about anybody else? What's everybody else been?
Melvin, what you been up to, bro?
Sure, just passing the buck.
So I have just been chilling, doing nothing really. Actually, I've just kind of been relaxing.
Well, you just got out of school and everything,
Yeah.
and your job
I don't
hasn't
know.
started yet, so it's smart to just relax.
Yeah. I think the last time I was, wait, when was the last time I was on here?
The last podcast.
Okay.
You were here halfway through.
Then yeah, I mean, was that before I ended school or is that after?
I think that was, I don't know.
I think it was
It's
after.
been 3 weeks.
We'd already hung out, I believe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
we were-
I think that was after. Yeah.
Okay, then. I mean, other than that, I've just been chilling. Haven't really done much. I've just been playing League, Valorant. Stopped playing Valorant for a little bit because it got kind of boring and I lost a lot. So I was just kind of like, well, there's no point in me playing right now. I'm just gonna
Understandable.
freaking lose.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that can just.
Is it a cheater
Yeah, like-
paradise?
No,
Not
Vanguard's
really.
Probably like one of the best things. Like like they'll cheat in your game, but then they'll get banned like immediately. Like I reported this dude
Oh, yeah.
getting like 43 and like 8, and then 2 games later he was banned. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, Vanguard legitimately makes it to where some parts of your fucking PC don't function, so you would hope it works.
Yeah, didn't Vanguard fuck up Jules'
Yeah.
cooling?
Yeah, the cryo cooler. But in all
Yeah.
fairness, the Sub-Zero technology for the cryo cooler is pretty advanced, right? It was really niche, and it was not something I would have ever
Oh, yeah.
taught him. But I wanted.
That's a niche thing. That was not something he needed.
No, we put that fancy fan on it that cost me all of $80, right? It's one of the best fans, and it's
Yeah, the
super
NHD-12,
affordable. Yeah, that no
the
more problem.
Noctua. Perfect. It's one of the best air coolers you can buy.
Dude, I wish I'd done it earlier. It would have saved me so many headaches.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. I said something about it, but you didn't like. It just wasn't
Yeah.
an option at that point.
I was committed to making that other thing work.
Oh, I understand. I mean, you want it. You wanted to actually utilize it. Because yes, he didn't need it, but hey, don't have to spend money.
Yeah, I know. It's...
I completely
Anyways,
understand that.
Back to Melvin.
No, this is
Yeah,
the podcast. This is a rant.
This is a rant cast.
Exactly.
Not really doing much. Just chilling now. I'm waiting till I leave, and then I'll be in LA, so closer to Jarred. I'll hang out a couple times.
Yeah, that's me.
You know.
Everyone's
out.
slowly moving out there.
Everyone, it's just Melvin right now.
True.
I mean,
Right now.
if you talk about the people who are part of the Pixel Hunters, the only one that's not going to be out there is me. So everyone's slowly out there.
Give it time, Mac.
That's valid. That's valid.
Give it time. Things are slowly getting back to productive, right? I'm watching gas slowly come down. I don't want to jinx it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going down, and I love it.
And
I
My
love
car
that
coming in,
shit.
My car's coming in a week, and I pay premium. That shit
You pay premium?
is going down. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Premium.
What car do you have?
I'm getting a new Benz, son. A new Benz.
This man.
yeah. Why not? He gets
man.
screaming rates through his setup.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah. Hopefully you don't get a fucking lemon.
I don't know.
What's
They fix those things really quickly. They don't like.
That's just like
Well,
effective.
with the production currently the way it's still at, some cars are not getting fixed and they're just getting automatically totaled
Oh really? Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't heard that.
because they can't get the parts in.
Well, that I'd believe because whatever the heck is going on is going on.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm hoping he gets one that doesn't have any issues.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think it will, but usually.
No,
And
no.
always keep up on the maintenance. Always.
You know, it's interesting because you're seeing companies setting manufacturing back up in the United States,
Mhm.
and it's fascinating to me to watch that. Maybe out of all this, something maybe we'll see some manufacturing jobs return to the United States because those are good, solid paying jobs for people, for most Americans that don't want to go get college degrees, right? They just want
Yeah.
to find a job. I mean, some of the jobs require college degrees, but
Yeah, some do,
Other-
but not a massive amount do.
no, and they're not terrible, degrading jobs either. They're actual.
Some are. Like a lot of the line work is not great.
I imagine. I wouldn't want.
Well, you're on your feet for 12 hours a day on concrete.
I would not enjoy that.
No,
But I'm old.
but that's factory work.
But think for us, that I found interesting is that Intel is committed to building 2 factories
Oh,
in the United States now.
Cool.
So that's a
Interesting.
yeah. I don't know how long I'll stay here, but that's kind of
Yeah.
big deal.
there's another rant. What have you been up to, Jared?
Me personally, I have been. Let's see. I got a new job.
Nice. Can't specify what it is.
True.
If
I
you
mean,
want to
you
know what
ca-
it is,
you-
come to my stream.
You can't specify what it is. We're 17 minutes in.
Plugging right now my stream to come find out more info. If you want to know.
Completely cut this part
Now you
out.
gotta know.
Got
I
the-
wish I was the only one that heard that, Mac. That would make this so much more entertaining.
Let's see. I have been gaming a lot more, and then I also I want to say I try streaming more, but I've only streamed like once or twice in the past. Like I keep wanting to stream more and more. So that's something I want to like increase my numbers on. But mainly
Yeah.
just like getting a new job, learning that's the work there, and gaming. That's really what I've been up to lately. I've been playing, as you said, like some Outriders, got
Yep.
League,
Yep.
Genshin, always Genshin, always
Always
grinding.
Genshin.
But we picked up Fall Guys, and that's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So that's cool.
It's an extremely a good amount of fun.
Definitely.
It's just a dumb game to fuck around in.
So, is this the new like Doritos challenge? Remember that on Xbox?
I remember that. Yeah,
It-
that's exactly what this
It's
is.
not. I don't think it would be Doritos Crash Course. It's
Dude,
close.
I don't know.
It's real
Yeah.
close, but it's more in depth and it's better.
Yeah, I guess. Doritos Crash Course was funny. I didn't.
It was fun.
I
They released
hadn't
a
thought
second
about
one.
that until you just brought that up. Wow, that was so old.
It
Yeah.
is, but
They released a second one at some point too. Wasn't as
Yeah, the first one was free. I don't know. Was the second one?
good.
uh, you know,
I think
it
so.
just it proves that you can make a good game that people will enjoy, and it doesn't have to be overproduced.
Yeah. It really doesn't. You don't have to put in $500 million to make a game be the best. You can put in, I don't know how much they actually put in for it, but just throwing numbers out there. You don't have to put in a fuck ton to make it a top tier game.
Because that was one of those great games that arose out of there, and then that paranormal game you guys like playing so much.
Phasmophobia.
Dude. Is that guy a bazillionaire yet, or what? I mean, because
I don't know what his income is like.
He's
He
not a
did
single
end up
person team
hiring 2
anymore, though.
people now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good.
there's
Yeah.
full 3 members on that team now.
And they're doing a good job. It needs more maps, but they're doing a good job.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like stories like that, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Mac? What have you been up to?
Losing my mind.
Losing his mind. Doing
How
what?
come?
No. That would
Okay.
get this age restricted.
We're not getting age restricted today.
But I've been playing League, played a little bit of Halo. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
What's Halo?
Fall Guys, Apex, both. I'm playing everything but 5. Because I didn't want to get on my Xbox. Nor did I want to deal with the controller. But yeah, did Apex, Fall Guys. What else have I been playing? What else is there? What have I been doing?
What has Mac been doing?
Been playing Pokemon Go, like always.
Oh yeah, wasn't
That's
today
my
a
constant.
community event?
Yeah, I woke up when it started, cut everything on my screen, made sure I did all the shit for the ticket today, made sure I got a couple of shinies, evolved one, and then fell back asleep.
I mean, sometimes that's the
I was
play,
fucking
right?
tired.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that.
I wanted to continuously play until the event was done because it was 3 times catch XP. I'm
Oh, wow.
so fucking close to leveling up.
Mhm.
But I just couldn't get up.
Yeah. That happens
Just one of them
sometimes.
days. Oh yeah. Just one of them days.
One of them days.
But I've been doing some other shit. Been planning the elephant in the room, as everyone could see for the past 23 minutes. The stream to happen on Tuesday, the 19th.
We can't
Which I don't
Tell
know.
us about it. Tell us
Yeah,
about
you
it.
guys can't see it. I don't even need to really explain it because it'll happen before this even goes out.
That's right.
Because this is going
Be
out
there.
the 20th on Wednesday. But yeah. I really haven't been doing much. I've been trying to edit. I haven't really been successful in that because of everything else that's been going on. Streaming has been consistent.
That's good. Trying to
When's the
keep
last
it
time you streamed?
Thursday.
Days ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No
Thursday,
need to-
right?
No
What'd
need to
you-
call him out right now, bro.
We were gonna stream. Me and Jared were gonna do Cuphead on Saturday, but I was not feeling it.
Oh yeah, Cuphead's much more enjoyable with 2 people. It kind of sucks one person.
Yeah.
Is it easier with 2 people? I feel like. Or is it?
Oh yeah, it's a lot
Oh, yeah.
easier.
You have an extra body,
Yeah.
so basically one of you goes down, you can revive the other.
Yeah.
The only shitty thing is it doesn't have native co-op, so I have to either use Parsec to have Jared stream into my computer, which then streams my shit back to him, or use Steam's Steam Play, whatever the fuck it was called. I don't remember what it was called, but
I don't remember
it does the
name.
same thing, which was actually better than Parsec. I don't know why.
Probably because it's integrated with Steam. Whereas
Maybe.
Parsec is like just a whole nother system like running on like your computer is just running a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it might be that.
that's right. Cuphead is couch co-op, but
Yeah,
not
it is couch co-op. It is not multiplayer. It is not
That's so weird.
Online with it.
online co-op.
That is very weird.
It sucks that it's not, because it would be so much fucking fun. Just to like, I would 100% just bought Jarred the game same day I bought mine, so
If
we
it
could have
was
just
fair.
done co-op. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that makes sense.
So I understand what's going on. So he has to remote desktop.
yes,
And
he has to
you're-
remote into me,
That's
Oh,
so weird.
which my internet's been fucky the last couple of weeks.
yeah, that's all.
I couldn't explain why, but everything's working flawlessly. Stream's working flawlessly. Everything's like no drops, no nothing, and Jarred's having drops connecting to me.
Yeah.
So it'll be
I'll-
fine. It'll be fine for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden he'll have a black screen and can't see shit, and it'll kill him.
That's so weird.
Yeah, with everything else working fine, I don't get why, and I've changed it to where it's the absolute best possible it could be for him.
Mm-hmm.
But my internet could just be having issues, like usual. I've been disconnecting from League games. I've been disconnecting from Apex. I disconnected from Fall Guys.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
Maybe your neighbor's running a porn server.
I'll kick his ass.
I
That
just put
old
something
fuck.
for all you guys to look at in chat.
That is a weird thing to follow up with what you just said, Dad.
It's true.
Hilarious.
That happened to me with the guys out there on headset. I came back, put my headset on when I was playing the game, and one of them said about how big something was of somebody else's. And I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna walk away for a little bit. You guys, let me know when your conversation's done. And it was not what they were saying at all.
Amazing. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Just been fucking trying to survive.
While you've been doing it, you're here. We're streaming.
You're
Well,
here,
the podcast-
alive,
Would this be called surviving? Maybe.
It's existing.
That's not what this podcast is for.
Yeah, I mean, surviving.
I mean, like talking about like what's it mean to survive, like that existential stuff. That's not what the podcast is.
No, it's not.
Could be.
this-
That's not what we intended it to be. I think.
Could be.
No.
Who knows where that conversation would go, Jared? I think that would be at least a one margarita conversation.
That is not something I honestly want to get into.
One margarita.
Well, Jared and I get into these long conversations like that, right? Because it's the nature of us.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. I'm just saying I would not want that on the podcast.
No.
Just like how I say no political shit. I want this to be solely entertainment, solely just fuck around and just say stupid shit at each other.
Okay, that's fine. So no orange
Speaking of
Cheeto
stupid-
jokes.
My
No.
my dad gets drunk so much faster now because he doesn't have a stomach.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's flipping hilarious, is what it is.
I mean, it costs less now.
Dude, everything. It's like, yeah, but I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I was like, we got pizza the other night. And I want 2 pieces of pizza, right? And I couldn't even hardly get 1 piece of pizza. And I'm like, but it's my own dumb fault. I did it to myself.
Yeah.
I have no one to blame but myself, and this was the solution for it. And
And it's working. It's just something you got to work with.
oh yeah, it's working. Like my wife has gone through my clothes already, and anything that doesn't have a drawstring or I can wear a belt with has been
Pitched.
unceremoniously, yeah.
Thrown into the burn pile.
Oh no.
She's been looking at my
Viking
t-shirts.
funeral, that bitch.
I'm like, oh no, Chelsea. Until it's all gone. But, hey, that picture I sent you guys is just from the set created out in Las Vegas for the new Fallout series that Amazon's producing.
It actually looks extremely good.
Yeah, it does, and I'm hopeful. I don't know how much of it's being shot in Vegas, and if it's being shot in Vegas just strictly because there's a lot of abandoned buildings out in Vegas,
Yeah.
or if it's actually they're shooting it out there because it's a West Coast thing. You never know these things. It's way too early, and there's like zip as far as.
Oh yeah. I haven't even heard anything. I didn't know it was a thing until you sent this.
Yeah. And I waited to share this until it appeared in one of the bigger trade publications that this picture was
until
legit.
you knew it was a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, because people.
I mean, so far it looks like it's. They actually looked at the game and everything, like the actual source material, and went, "We're doing that. Do that.
Yeah.
Don't steer away from it. Do that."
Yeah. I'm actually hoping it's an original story and doesn't relate to any of the other stories. That it stands by itself. It doesn't maybe has like little Easter eggs about other vaults and stuff in it, but that it just tells a story about a new group of people. And so, people aren't comparing it. I don't want to happen to it what happened to Halo, where people had this particular thing in their head, and when the Halo series wasn't that particular thing, they lashed out against it instead of accepting it for the piece of entertainment and art that it is on its own.
Yeah, the Halo series isn't anywhere near as bad. I've said this multiple fucking podcasts now, but the Halo series is not anywhere near as bad as what anyone fucking makes it out to be. And it pisses me off every fucking time someone bitches about it. Guess what? Yeah. It's more motherfucking Halo content that you're all fucking wanting. Deal with it.
I would have been, truthfully, I think it would have been boring for people to just relive the books. Right, we can read the
relive
book.
the games. I mean, they're hearing people talk about the books or the games. They want to just either see that shit. Here's the thing: if you want to see that shit, go play the shit. Literally, you can play on Xbox, you can play on PC, you can play it on mobile. You could do it all.
Dude,
you could do it all.
You know what would make a great limited run series is to tell the story of the Forerunners, the rise and fall of the Forerunners.
Yeah, I think so too.
To do like a limited run series of that, like 12 episodes, hour long each, that would be really cool.
Yeah, actually, like that would be cool because it's just more Halo content. It's more Halo lore. It's more look into the Halo universe. That's what we got with this. It's more stuff.
Don't even have
there's a lot of ass in it, but there's more stuff. A lot
more ass in this series than we have had in Halo.
It was funny. I reacted like you guys too, right? It was like, wow, there was nudity, but it's what people expect in entertainment these days. It's real life. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it. A little bit more ass.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. It's just I did not expect it. That is simply my point.
I don't think anyone expected just to see Master Chief I think it was episode 2, bare cheeks.
Double cheeked out on a they premiered on Thursday nights.
Could you imagine what the producers were thinking when everybody reacted to seeing Master Chief's face in episode 1? They're like, "Well, here, hold my beer. I got something for you coming up."
Something's coming.
It's Chief. You just won't see that until later episode.
Exactly.
Chiefs. Hey there, I want to throw something in. I'm sure we have things we're actually supposed to be talking about, but
a couple.
One of the things about the new game for the Soul Frame was they didn't release a lot of information besides the cinematic, right? And so the cinematic's just cool. It's like a taste of the flavor of the game. But this press release that went out had this key piece of information in it about indicating that the world will be procedural and constantly changing, so it'll never be the same, and them trying to remember that a good portion of their base are people that come in, play for a little bit, and then log out, and they want to be respectful of that.
So they're trying to respect the casuals.
The casuals. That's me.
There's a
Never
lot
been-
of casuals.
The casuals are what keep the fucking game running.
I agree. You know, other people probably
Don't
disagree.
take that take what my statement with a grain of salt. Because right now, what's keeping Halo Infinite running is the diehards.
Oh yeah, most
That is
definitely.
true.
But we think we're casuals, but it's like Tom used to tell me that we're not as casual. We're not really casual gamers.
No, we're not hardcore. We're not casual. We're closer to hardcore than casual.
Yeah, it's okay.
We
You
can
guys are definitely
casually
more
play
closer
some
to hardcore.
games.
I'm casual.
I'm Jarred.
If it's not League, I'm a casual.
Oh, I'm such an
Like
idiot.
Fall Guys.
I just looked at my Xbox screen. I've been playing Far Cry. Is it 5 or 6? 2.
Those are 3 numbers.
Yeah, wait.
No.
I don't think we're at
Well,
562 yet.
Okay, I've been playing Far Cry 6.
Okay.
And dude, it's really cool. Ubisoft does really cool driving stories, right, and making you
Mhm.
feel you're participating in the story. But
Yeah.
that's it. I just wanted to throw that in there. But anyways,
Nice.
that was kind of cool. And you know, the thing I love about what Digital Extremes is doing with Warframe and probably Soulframe is they give you 2 paths. You can grind, or you can pay money and get the cool things.
Yeah.
The choice is yours. You pick whichever path you want to go, or whatever combination of it. And which is a lot different than the Blizzard Diablo Immortal. Is that what the game's called?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
I'll
like,
be-
I can't remember the price.
88.
We talked about it. I think me and Jared talked about it last podcast.
I think
But-
so.
Yeah.
I can't remember the number. It might have been 50K.
Gosh, I don't really want to think about that. But yeah,
I think it might have been 50K.
That's something nuts.
It was a lot of fucking money. It was over 10.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the streamer that dropped down the money? You know, he's one of the more successful streamers, so he has like large sums of money he can do stuff like that on, and he was curious to see how much it would actually cost him.
it was
Yeah.
over 9,000.
Oh no, this is what we talked about. Diablo Immortal player uses $50,000 worth of WoW gold to absolutely flatten cash whales. That's what we talked about. So technically, yes, someone spent 50K, but it was WoW gold.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a lot of fucking. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Oh, Digital Extremes did that too. They gave one of the people that hung out in the TennoCon 100,000 platinum, which is
Holy
the
shit.
equivalent to, I think, $10,000.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of.
That's-
That's a lot of
that's
juice.
a lot of money.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
talking about why we were playing it. He's probably buying things for everybody in his clan, and you know, he's still not going to run out. He's just going to go, okay, some for you, some for you, some for you, some for you.
Goddamn.
Was it like random who did it, or was it
Yeah.
special? Or...
So they used a thing that was in stream. It was, you know, everybody that was in stream that was participating in chat was entered. So I just picked a person from the stream.
kinda
That's cool. That is cool. That's
Nice.
extremely cool.
And then they did a live event, so you're in stream, and then they had a new point that you could travel to in the game, just sit in an amphitheater, and it like, so they would running a demo on the stream, and then as new characters were introduced, the new character appeared in front of you in this amphitheater up close, so you could see it, and
Wow.
the game would tell you what was going on about it, about that character.
I
That's
love
sick.
how these games do this type of shit,
Yeah.
but you get AAA games barely do anything.
No, that's a true story. But I think the credit for that has to go to Fortnite. I think wasn't Fortnite the ones that started producing concerts in game?
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
Sick.
I mean, dude, that's something cool. That probably goes back to the what's it called? Second Life? Is that what you call it? The
Maybe.
non-game games are like Sims, where people create avatars.
Huh. I don't know. I actually don't know what those are called.
I mean, there's online schools that teach in Second Life, or so and treat it like it's a thing.
Yes. Well, Second Life is a thing, so that's probably what that is. Probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I haven't. It was part of my master's program. I had to create a account for it, which was agonizing. Terrible. You know, it is what it is. But has there been any technology? I feel like
Intel's
How's there been
GPUs.
any technology?
There's not
Intel's
really
GPU.
much about them besides the leaks have shown they're underwhelming for some people.
Yeah.
For me, it's their legitimate first break into selling dedicated GPUs.
yeah. Well, and
From what I've seen, their highest end, I think their highest end matches beats out a 3060.
well, good. I think that it behooves like AMD and Nvidia and the other companies to really give bad press to Intel's stuff because it's Intel, right? And Intel can squash both of those companies because
Mm-hmm.
it's Intel.
Not really.
I won't trust anything until consumers get it. Until you start seeing videos of consumers
Oh yeah.
working
There's
with them.
there's two people. Until I see anything, I don't trust it. It's Jay's 2 cents and Linus Tech Tips. Until I see
Yeah.
videos from those two, I will not trust anything from any review site.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's solely because they actually stand by their word about shit.
Well, yeah. No, I 100% agree with you. I've been very impressed where they've had enough of the shenanigans being pulled and spoken out against their sponsors
Oh, yeah.
and stuff. And said,
Oh yeah.
it's going to cost us, but no, I've had enough of this. Especially Jay. Jay's really good. He'll just, if they're in California, he drives up and he just drives out there and he just shows up out there and goes, what the hell are you guys doing?
That's funny.
There's many times where Linus has fucking said shit about Intel, and they still sponsor
Yeah.
because
Well,
they know.
Yeah.
He's in Canada, right? If I remember. Yeah. Linus lives. He, I watched a video of him where he showed his family. He was installing cameras, but he was real careful. He says, you guys aren't going to see where these cameras go because I have to protect my family. But
No, you'll see a couple because they got to show exactly how to install them and what they're doing because they want to explain it because it is a sponsor. It was Ubiquity
yeah,
that were sponsoring it because those cameras. How many he was installing? It costs a lot. But yeah, no.
I haven't had time to look at Unreal 5. That's
I haven't seen
people
much
are.
of it.
I am trying to look into it because I feel like Unreal is going to dominate the market because they're in the pocket of Hollywood studios now. That technology that they developed with Industrial Lights and Magic using their software engine is pretty remarkable. And oh boy, it's changing these Amazon stuff and everything's shot. Matter of fact, Disney just built, they've been kind of low key about it, but they built 4 more studios in Santa Monica.
Really?
So, of those volume sets, yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you think about how many different series they're producing right now,
Yeah, there's a
Like-
whole lot.
between Marvel and Star Wars, they
Yeah.
need that technology, and it's cheap compared to building sets, tearing them down and putting them up. Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's cheap.
And if it looks realistic, it doesn't look fucking bullshit. You're not losing anything there.
No. wait till you see the trailers. That I don't know if you guys seen the stuff that's been leaking, the Star Wars stuff that's been leaking out of the cons. What is the one they call?
Comic-Con.
No, it's the Disney one. It has a funny name. What do they do in Anaheim?
Haven't ever heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Disneyland one, but because Disneyland owns Star Wars and everything, you get sneak peeks at stuff. It's part of that. Oh, it's the D23, the D23
There you go.
event, and there was some leaks, and it's looks like Ahsoka is going to bring to life the characters from that are still alive at the end of Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon. It looks like they're gonna fully enter into the fold.
Cool.
Mandalorian is branching out a bit too. It's hard to. The leak is really hard to see, but
Yeah. I'm not finding anything right now for leaks wise.
yeah.
I'll have to look into that more. Because that
Yeah, I'll
sounds
look-
interesting.
Yeah, no, there's lots of cool things happening out there, right? It's
Yeah.
with all the weirdness going on, it's nice to see some cool things happening too.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I'm just waiting for somebody to land on the moon again. I feel like we're getting close.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting really close, and it's kind of cool. And I think that would be a good thing for everybody to go, oh, everybody to get up and look
hmm
and say. But there was something in technology. Elon Musk is trying to get out of the Twitter deal.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. If I'm not mistaken, he's being sued by
Yeah,
Twitter.
I saw something about that too. That he's getting sued by Twitter now.
So it's just as everybody assumed, it was a publicity stunt to help the
Mhm.
Tesla stock.
Gotta
So,
love Elon.
dude, that
Or
guy.
he actually was intended, or he had the intentions of buying it and then just decided not to.
He's like, look at all these degenerates. I don't need this place anymore.
Well, is Elon really that different than any of us, other than he's got more money than all of us, right? But something catches his attention and goes, I really want to do that. Goes all in, and then I'm bored. Let's move on.
He's just us with money. That's it.
Us with money.
Yeah.
Literally us with
Yeah.
money.
So look at it from our perspective. Hey, yeah, I should buy that. I'd just piss everybody off because I can. And
Because
Uh,
I like
and
that.
then-
I think if you're rich, you can't just do stuff because you can. Well, no, that's not true. You can do more stuff.
Yes, we can.
But like,
Fuck.
you're under more eyes. So this.
I don't know.
You can be
Jared.
scrutinized more than just anyone else because you are under more eyes. But
Yeah.
you can still do whatever the fuck you want, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna seem like a political statement, but it's not intended to. I would say that rich people with money can buy themselves into just about anything.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So, and then
It's-
once they
it's
get there,
been shown.
they don't want to give it up, right?
Yeah.
It's and I throw that back to George Lucas, right? And then Joseph Campbell ultimately about he was reflecting Joseph Campbell's teachings through Palpatine, but what's the one thing people in power fear? Losing that power.
Yeah.
It's silly, but Star Wars made a lot of solid points.
A lot of
Weird.
symbols have a deeper meaning.
Oh yeah.
Look at freaking Avatar, The Last Airbender, right? People dismiss it as a cartoon, but you're like,
Holy shit.
That's my sister talking to my dog.
Not the fat ass.
That's Obi.
She's got the sausage.
She's yelling at sausage.
Okay. Opie's a thick boy, but it's not like
He's got no curves. He's a sausage.
he's
He's a sausage.
He looked as a husky. He looked like a husky as a puppy, but when he matured and got all of his muscle, he turned into a sausage.
And he's content with that, I think.
It's so funny. He's gotten to the point now that if he can run, he just sits down and watches Luna run out the door. He's like, no, not going.
That's why I said he's content with that. He doesn't want to change. He's fine. He's good. He knows where he gets food.
He knows where to go.
Oh, Mac, I just looked down. So for Father's Day, my kids bought me this cool thing that you put on your legs, and it has air bladders in it, and it keeps the circulation. So like if you're sitting all day long at like a computer or whatnot, it will help keep the blood from pooling in your legs.
Oh, nice.
And it's important for me because of all the surgery and stuff I have. I have to be real careful with that. But
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool. It gives nice massages, and if you turn the heat on, it like even heats it up and gives you nice massages.
I don't like how you're saying that.
Well, I wasn't intending it that way, but okay.
Well, you're saying it that way, so I'm taking the intentions that way.
Oh boy, I would not.
You know who I am. You know what I'm about.
That's Mack right there.
Let him know. Let him know.
Ah.
Jules isn't in here. He was playing and then he got off, and then I think he's playing Apex with his buddy.
Sometimes he wants to be on the podcast. Sometimes he doesn't want to be.
He was talking about oh, this reminded me of something else I gotta tell you guys about, because he told me he was telling me that Rainbow Six, that game he loved real bit, is like essentially
Siege.
done because the console players have been cheating or running that Cronus Zen controller, which allows them to use keyboard and mouse on the console.
Yep.
Now, that's what's happening in Destiny 2, but Bungie doesn't really have a way of addressing it. They're trying to rethink how they do what was it that Cosmos said? They're trying to rethink how aim assist works, because it convinces the machine that it's still for Destiny this is a problem. For Rainbow Six this wasn't as big as a problem because Jules says it doesn't have aim assist, but Destiny has aim assist for controllers to even it out with the keyboard and mouse controllers. People. And so the Cronus Zen gives you the ability of the keyboard and mouse, but convinces your machine it's still a controller, and gives you the controller aim assist on your keyboard and mouse.
Yep.
So the people are untouchable in PvP because they just can't miss. Right? They just the guy get the cursor somewhere near your head, and then the aim assist takes over.
Yeah. I don't think there's a flawless way to fix that. One way or another, it's going to screw someone over trying to fix that.
Yeah, it's absolutely. There's no. I think maybe, I don't know. You know where we're going to see the problem again is that all the Riot games are getting ported onto Xbox now.
Game
Nope.
Pass, not Xbox.
Only Game Pass. They're just with Game Pass. You're not getting League, you're not getting Valorant. We already looked into it. We talked about that last podcast as well.
Oh,
That's how long ago this
they made it
podcast
seem like
was.
everything was coming to.
Yeah.
They did make it seem like that.
They made it seem like it was coming to Xbox and shit, but no. It's just going to Game
Well-
Pass in your account that they haven't explained how it's happening yet, but this is how I'm guessing and speculating that you tie your Xbox account to your Riot account, or vice versa, one way or the other, or both. And then it will read if you have Ultimate or Game Pass in general, and then unlock all the champions in the respective games.
Okay, so they're not making it so you can play these
I
games.
don't think so.
No.
Because that's
Not
really what it
currently.
seemed like.
Yes, that's what it seemed like. That's what it looked like. And then after me and Jared looked into it during the podcast, it was not that.
Well, that's probably good news because I was going to bring up that that's going to present a problem for the people controllers and the assists that they're going to have to put on for controllers to compensate for that. And
Wild Rift might be coming to Xbox. That's the only one I could think, because that's already a mobile game in general that you can play with a controller.
I can't imagine playing League with a controller. I think it would just be a nightmare.
Some people have done it. Some people
Have done it. Box did it with PS4 controller.
Remember when I tried to play Valorant with a controller and it was a freaking nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a nightmare. It was.
That's because they don't have it implemented properly.
No, and it's probably better that they don't. I mean, I know a lot of people prefer, like me, and I just avoid that game because it's hard. Well, my reaction speed on a keyboard and mouse is a lot. It sucks a lot worse.
That's solely because you don't do keyboard and mouse anywhere near as much as us. If you
Probably,
started
but-
transitioning over to it, then you'd get better at it.
Maybe. Yeah, I watched Jules play the other day on a keyboard. He turns his keyboard sideways.
A lot of people
Yeah, a
do.
lot of people do.
That
It
would
feels better
confuse
for
my
the
poor-
wrist.
Yeah, I would confuse my poor head even more. You know what I think was popular when I was a teenager, and I think it would probably work better for gaming, is the ergonomic keyboard that split the keyboard apart and kind of put them on an angle both at the
Oh
knob
yeah.
Yeah.
and the roll.
There's a few of those.
I feel like that would be much better for gaming.
How would you get the mouse though?
Oh no. I'm just saying instead of a normal keyboard, use that and then still use a mouse.
Yeah. But like,
I'm surprised trackballs
it's
haven't
like-
seen a
sorry.
resurgence.
isn't it like? I'm not gonna be able to show you. But I just.
Well,
Yeah.
Jared, you're thinking of it while you're using both pieces of the keyboard.
Yes.
You don't use both pieces of the keyboard while you're playing games.
Sometimes you do.
What games you playing that using both pieces of the key, like both sides of the
Like,
keyboard?
Like MMOs, when you have to map shit out, you need like so many keys to activate stuff. Like O and I and P. Like that's on the other side of the keyboard.
That's true.
Well, here's the thing. Shut up.
Oh, I see what
You're not wrong in that sense, but with where Sean's going with this, you got two pieces of the keyboard. You can move the side that's got QWERTY and everything on it, WASD, all that shit, to wherever you need to feel most comfortable.
Okay.
And then the other piece you can just set aside. Because two pieces. Which is why a lot of people go with 60% keyboards now, or 10 keyless, the smaller size, so they can move it wherever they want on their desk.
Makes sense.
Because a lot of people do play like Jules does. Have it sideways because it feels more comfortable to them. I have mine slightly slanted.
Uh,
That's just how I sit at my desk, though.
I could see that. Hey, the other thing I was gonna say is Jules told me about is apparently, or maybe one of Jules' friends. It's one of Jules' friends. There's a gamer community that are going to boycott Apex Legends for not taking care of the Titanfall servers. I guess they got hacked really bad and they're no longer viable. So people are calling for a boycott of that's Apex Legends, right? It's made by that
There's still
company.
people playing Titanfall 2?
Not so much anymore because the hackers have ruined it.
Well, yeah, not so much more, but I didn't think they were playing it in general. I thought that was a legitimately dead game.
No, people are.
The Xbox servers, I think, for that got discontinued, but I think Steam's like the online through Steam is still up.
Huh. Yeah, the EA kind of needs to fucking step up and fix that. Then.
I don't know.
EA is kind of one of the worst companies with hacking, though. Them and Activision are like tied.
Activision is so bad. It's like, so I bought Call of Duty to play with a streamer, and then he stopped playing it after he had a fit that he really wanted to play Call of Duty with me and another streamer. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy it and I'll play with you. Okay. And I bought it and he stopped playing. But when you come across cheaters, it's just, there's just no point. Like, oh, God.
No, COD is the worst for cheaters.
Yeah.
I'm surprised when me and Melvin played Warzone. By the way, me and Melvin played Warzone at some point. That's the game I forgot about playing. We didn't have any hackers when we played. And it was real fucking surprising.
Warzone's hard for me because you really have to know the map so you don't run where you're going to get sniped, because that is a sniping paradise, that map, those maps.
Let me hit you with, I know nothing and didn't get sniped once.
Really? I
Yeah.
just am unlucky. I'm a walking Mardi Gras, I guess. Getting shot in the head.
My movement is a lot different than yours, though. I'm spastic when I run around.
No doubt. As Pullman would say, serpentine.
Mm-hmm. Serpentine, serpentine.
Oh, yeah.
Bob and weave, serpentine.
I guess we should get on the topics. I only have some.
What do we got, Mac?
Bungie is now a first-party studio for PlayStation. That fully went through.
Nice.
I see no one has any words on that.
What is that?
I don't know that
I
much.
don't really care. It doesn't affect me. Didn't they used to be like that? Like, isn't that why Destiny had stuff for the PlayStation
No.
Network first?
No.
That was because of Activision.
Was it because of Activision, or was it
Yes.
because that?
It's
Bungie
because
was
with
playing?
Call of Duty, PlayStation always got shit first with Activision. And then Bungie did it, and because their partner company was Activision, that's where they're getting their money from, they did this exact same thing. That's why with D1, they had a gun and a strike that Xbox players didn't get until D2 was basically out. If you remember that.
Wasn't it like Thorn?
No.
No, it's called J Rabbit.
Oh. No, I
No, was it?
No, it was a sniper. It was a sniper.
The
It
pistol
was a
is
sniper, and it was Hawkmoon. It was
Yeah, there was
Hawkmoon
also
that-
Hawkmoon.
There you go. Hawkmoon was OP because everyone would use it in PvP.
Which we got Hawkmoon a lot sooner than that, but the sniper we didn't get until D2, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that Black Spindle?
I can't remember. Let me look it up.
I think it was Black Spindle, and that thing was like crazy out of control.
Destiny 1, PlayStation exclusives. What do we got? What's happening? Tell me. Dust Palace Strike. Exodus Blue competitive multiplayer map. There was gear. They had Monte Carlo for a while. They had
Monte Carlo.
Hawkmoon for a while. They had 3 ships. There was a sniper too. I know there's a sniper. I just don't remember. I think it was the sniper that can change what it shot. I'm pretty sure it was the sniper that could change between Void, Solar, and Arc.
How to say
I
it,
could-
don't recall.
I could be remembering it wrong, but that's what I remember. But yeah, I forgot where we went with that, but that's where we went with that. That's how we got here. Bungie is now a first party for PlayStation. And nothing is going to change with Destiny.
Gotta love Destiny. Same grind. Different day.
I mean, it's fun sometimes, but
Yeah,
then
that's what grinding
after a
does.
while.
It's fun sometimes.
You're right. You're right.
I think the mistake we make is that when it's fun, we binge, right? And we need to
Yeah.
space it out a little bit more.
Yeah, but that's the game though. That's how it gets you. You want to get something. You don't want to take time to get it.
Yeah.
You want to.
That's what happened with fucking Witch Queen when it first came out. We played for 12 hours to beat the fucking campaign.
My ass hurts so bad.
My ass.
My ass hurt. I'm sitting on it.
Then me and Sean continuously played. Jules took a break. Like, he didn't get on for what? A week?
Dude, that probably burned us out. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I don't think it fully burnt us out because we played gradually, but we weren't, like, continuously playing it. I really think what really burnt us out was the fact of we wanted to do the fucking missions we had, but we had to grind the fucking worst game mode that kept the weapons hidden.
Let's not talk about that.
I still haven't done that.
Dude, I finally got my Mizzen class. So
Nice.
I'm like,
That's awesome. Congrats.
I at least got the RNGesus eventually smiled at me.
Because I was there.
Love it.
It couldn't give it to me, so we had to give it to someone else.
Dude, I was, it's cool. And I've been running around with it because Bungie's doing what Bungie does, right? Oh,
Yep.
these people are having too much fun with this build, so we have to nerf it. It's not the way we want you to play the game. Like,
Yeah,
ah,
what's Voldemort call it? The fun detector? The fun police? Fun
think
detector?
so.
And
Undetected.
They'll nerf things, but they won't fix things. PvP is still a fucking mess, and
Yeah.
everyone bitches about it. Everybody bitches about it.
everyone.
everybody hurts sometimes.
And that's the problem with how they're doing PvP, because they're expecting the same weapons, the same armor stats to fit in PvP as it does PvE. And so if it's really good in PvE, instead of leaving it, they nerf it, making it unusable for PvE just so it's balanced out in PvP. And it's like, come up with a different mode where everybody
They could literally
got the
just
same
make
armor.
PvP flatten out everyone's stats.
Yeah.
They could turn it into a fucking regular fucking shooter.
Isn't there a game
Which-
on PvP like that?
No,
Iron Banner.
no,
It's
there's
like-
technically not one that flattens out stats. There is Iron Banner, which makes it to where your actual light level
Oh.
matters.
It's
But-
Insider.
not anymore. Isn't that the latest change to Iron Banner? Where
I have no idea. I didn't see it.
I
I know they brought
Banner?
fucking Rift out, and it's ass.
I hate freaking Rift mode. It's so terrible, and it breaks. Like 3 times out of 10, it breaks. So everybody's just standing there because you can't win.
It sucks ass. Just give me regular Iron Banner. Don't change modes. Don't do something. Oh, this is better because it's innovative. No, it's ass.
Is
It's badass. Like, it's not the good ass. It's like fucking someone who hasn't wiped their ass for 8 days and had
Oh,
liquid, like mud butt every day,
why?
all day.
Why did we have to have that image?
That's really gross.
It gets my goddamn point across, Jared.
Yeah. So why can't they go to the Halo model where it's, well, I don't know. You don't have armor stats that really affect PvP. You just go in and you have a separate loadout for PvP.
I don't know. I mean, like, they want it to be different from everything else. So having your own loadout, like your own guns and everything, is fine. But if they just flattened out, like, the stats and everything, everyone was just even, that'd be fine. But they also need to fucking nerf shit according to what it is. Like, this is the pool for PvP. This is the pool for PvE. You nerf this, it doesn't nerf this. Like, it shouldn't nerf it across the fucking board.
I think that the reason why they have this model out is because wasn't it supposed to be sold as like a console MMO or something like that, a first-person shooter RPG MMO? And so in order to make it feel like you're grinding and getting geared up and stuff, your gear and light level and stuff has to matter until you have to pay another $40 for it to not matter.
Yeah, $40. Season pass.
Or 80.
Or 80. Get everything with it.
Or 100.
To
Or
not
100. Legendary edition, dude.
Melvin on it.
Dude, that's how they get you, man.
I don't
I'm
want to talk
tired.
about what I
I'm
spent
sick and
last time.
tired of it. Sick and tired.
Oh, no. That's why I stopped though. I was like, man, if I'm just gonna have to keep on paying $40 every X amount of time, I'm like, oh no, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Destiny 1 was different because it was fun, unique. Never seen a game like it. Everyone played it. You got out of school, hopped on. All the boys were on. Everyone was playing it. Now you hop on Destiny 2. You got one friend who grinds the game. You got maybe another friend who played if you play, but they'll only play like 30 minutes, and that's not even any. That's like one daily.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one daily.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude,
exactly.
I want to raid, bro. I want to raid. And like, dude, you're not on. Like, how can you raid when you're
I
not
want to
on?
raid, bro. I want to raid.
He's like, yeah. He's like, dude, I want to try the raid. Let's do it. I was like, bro, there's just 2 of us, and you don't get on. Like, you can't do anything. Like, you go in PvP, he starts complaining because he gets shit on. He's like, dude, why is he shitting on? Maybe because he plays the game more, dude. Have you realized that? And you're like, that because he's your friend, and you're just sitting there like, we'll get him next time, man. Queue up. He doesn't want to play, and the next day he'll play again, and it's the same cycle, and you're like, well, this isn't fun.
That felt so real. It's like you've been through this
It's an
so
experience.
fucking much.
It's an experience.
Mack,
like-
Mack, you
It's like
got-
you've had to deal with this.
That's a TikTok short for sure.
No, that's exactly what I was about to say, Jared.
That's what you were gonna say. I know for sure. I heard that.
I was like, oh, that right there in a nutshell is the most truth you're gonna hear about Destiny.
The title: The Real Truth Destiny 2 doesn't want you to know.
Oh my god,
Really
that's fucking
a
amazing.
continuous cycle.
I love how real that actually fucking sounded coming from you. It's like you actually have to deal with that every time you want to play Destiny.
Yeah.
Dude, it was.
It happens every pass. Like, oh, the new pass comes, dude. Let's play. We play, and it's like a week, and they're like, well, like we did our dailies. What do we do now? Next week, okay, I'm doing 1 daily, and that's it. I'm just like, okay, well, there's no point in buying a $60 fucking pass, right? Like,
Yeah.
just saying. That's how Destiny gets you, and it gets people.
The fanboys hate pointing out and reminding them that back when D1 came out, Jarred had pointed this out, that they hired a psychologist to make the game that perfect mixture to make it fairly addictive, to to hold that carrot out in front of people and make it challenging enough that people would just keep going at it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, if you go back to like the casual talk, like the dailies are set up so that you actually complete one or two a day.
Yeah.
For casuals. But like us, like you said, we're not casuals, and we want to like grind
It's
and actually do the raids. Like,
Oh yeah, you can get you can get all 4 fucking dailies, weeklies. The fucking Vanguard, Gunsmith, PvP, and fucking the worst one. The worst one, which I
Ramble.
forgot the name. No, that's
It
already
starts with a
PvP.
G
Yeah.
Oh,
and it ends
Yeah.
with it.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
what? Oh, did I
Called,
steal your thunder?
it's called. I'd rather get roto-rooted without
Gambit,
looting.
Gambit, it's Gambit.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
I legitimately couldn't remember.
You know, when I play solo, I can withstand it. I mean, I'm almost twice gilded in Gambit, but
Goddamn.
it is just
Ow.
a terrible mode. Yeah, I
Oh,
even say
They
that.
gutted
worst
it
mode ever
too.
made.
They fucking gutted it.
Well, and they
Like,
inadvertently
it was half decent when it fucking came out, and then they went, "Oh, let's change some stuff." Made it a little iffy, and then they fucking went, "Let me just take all the good parts and just rip them out.
yeah.
Just rip
And
'em."
and then they create this environment where everybody gets heavy, which is great, except for they have these tracking weapons that track through walls.
Yeah.
And it has such big splash damage that you cannot dodge it.
Yeah.
And it gives, if the person has it, they come in and they wipe your team, and it's really frustrating for people. It's like, and it's like nobody's ever created a spreadsheet to what super can overpower the other super, because like a bubble titan should be able to tank something, but apparently it can't tank anything, and it's
A tank titan, which is bubble titan, that is full fucking just straight up resilience and fucking recovery, should be able to take at least one shot from a golden gun, unless it's the single shot.
oh yeah, with the funny mask, what's that called?
Slash Nighthawk.
Slush on Mack. Yeah. But no, I agreed. Right, and it's I think the sandbox, when they're constantly tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it, really is just too much. At some point, it's just like let it be, because the people can fly that make Outriders. There was a glitch that was allowing people to one phase bosses, and then on PC they could do something funny with the file save, so they could just sit there and grind on that boss over and over and over. And instead of punishing everybody, they switched the loot pool to make people want to not do that and do other things. They'd get better reroids from not doing that. So
Oh, nice. I mean,
There's a whole
that's a
different way of
different way to do it.
so wait, instead of punishing everybody, because they said, I'm sure it's fun, we're gonna do this instead. We're gonna tweak things around a little bit, and we're gonna increase the drop of this stuff here so that you want to do it all.
Yeah.
You're not talking about the loot cave, are you?
No,
I'm
that's
talking
Outriders.
about Outriders.
Oh, and
Outright-
Outriders. Oh, okay. I didn't know we
And-
moved on to Outriders.
Oh, I just was mentioning
We're all over
it
the
because
place,
it was
Jared.
Yeah.
it was different from how Bungie cracks things. The constant
Yeah.
tweaking.
I mean, like what Jared just said, loot cave, completely just obliterated that.
And then they make jokes about it in the game, like, "Oh yeah, you thought that you could cheese us, but fuck you." Because like when you go there now, or once it came back and you could revisit that place, there was like the Master Raoul's echoing.
Yeah.
1,000 deaths isn't enough for me.
Oh, but they made an even bigger meme about it. And the 30th anniversary event is
Yeah.
Yep.
just a big meme of the loot cave.
It's a weekly, yeah.
Yeah. Grasp of
And-
Avarice dungeon. The start of it, you kill
First dungeon.
shit spawns in there, you kill it, you
And it drops Ingrams all over the place.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
the whole mechanism is you're picking up motes, which look like Ingrams, and
Looks like exotic Ingrams.
basically playing Gambit.
Yep.
PvE.
They legitimately just made that entire thing a fucking meme. Which, mind you, it's a cool callback that they did call back to something they got rid of. But, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But
I like it when companies do that. I like it when they call back to something that they fucked up with a game, but when you completely obliterate it from said game and don't do anything with it till you decide, hey, we're gonna meme it. It's okay. Okay, I guess.
I wonder how much of it is a reflection of that toxic, protective bro culture, into where they're all, we know better than these people. So we're making a game we want to play, and it's better, and we know what's best for the players.
Yeah. Okay. I'm removing us from the Destiny talk now.
You know what's funny?
We go on enough tangents about fucking
Let's
Destiny.
talk about a good game, League of Legends.
Okay,
Shut up.
hold on. Before we talk about anything, can I interject for a second?
Go right ahead.
I was explaining to Aaron, because I said we had a podcast later, and it was me and Laura there. I was explaining to Aaron that, like, what we talked about, because he asked. And I said, different stuff in gaming news. But, mainly, we end up just ranting about Destiny 2 or talking about Blizzard or Riot. And then we also have a meme, and then we also always talk about cloud gaming. That's basically the rundown. And today we've hit everything. So
You forgot about something though, Jarred. Halo.
I did. Oh, okay, Halo, yeah. I was telling you I forgot about Halo. I forgot about something because I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah. You did. It's usually always someone ranting about Destiny, us bitching about something Riot or Blizzard has done, and me yelling at the fucking Halo community.
I mean, it's the formula, You don't get rid of the Krusty Krabby you don't get Krusty Krab you don't get rid of the Krusty Krab secret formula for the Krabby Patty.
I'm gonna have to scour this because there are so many fucking clips.
Yeah,
Thanks,
and you're gonna get to show off your new model too.
Yeah.
What new model? Whoa!
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 I'm bad at hyping things up. Let's move on to something Nintendo's doing to Pokemon that people are gonna hate. But what's new? They're removing a few things. They're like this is a leak. This is a leak, so it might not be true. They stop it. They're removing fishing and biking.
No, fishing
and biking.
Cool.
I think
we're using
Pokemon for it, right? We're gonna be using Pokemon like that back, kind of taking the Arceus route, where you're on Pokeback doing this.
Probably.
So instead of a bike, you're probably just gonna run
that
around.
shit with my hands.
Yeah, you're going into the fucking river with a stick that you whittle to a spear and just stabbing fucking Magikarps.
That's only if you pick Pokemon Scarlet. That's the professor. Is that
the Unga Bunga professor?
That's the Unga Bunga professor.
That's the one I'm buying.
Yeah, I'm going Violet.
What's that one?
Violet is the Jetpack Dragon.
What's the other one?
Scarlet is the Unga Bunga professor.
Is that one
Legendary doesn't matter. Yes.
Why doesn't it matter?
Because
Legendary doesn't matter. It's a professor. She's a professor.
I tell you, like what the selling point is for each one. You either want the Jetpack Dragon or you want the sexy professor. Like that's the point, because no one cares about the other.
Some people like the other professor.
I don't even know what the other professor.
I haven't even seen anything, so I don't know why I'm asking you.
Hilarious. Just look up the professors. You'll understand as soon as you see her.
That's weird that they would remove fishing, because there's things people like to do in games for immersion. It's build a house and take care of it. Go fishing, to go get resources. It's the reason why Minecraft became such a big hit. It's because people love doing that.
Bro, what's going on with Melvin? You seeing this shit?
I
No.
dropped a mic and bro.
A singular
Sorry.
Mike and Ike.
Sorry to cut you off, dude. His head was just going up and down like crazy. I was like, what's going on, dude?
And Jared's correct. A lot of people are speculating exactly what Jared said because they cut the fishing in, or they cut something in Arceus, but they had
Yeah.
gameplay justifications for its removal.
You couldn't fish in Arceus, but you could swim on Pokemon, and then the Pokemon in the water, you could get them to come up and attack you to catch, or you could throw
Yeah, you
Pokeballs
just
through
run
the
into
water.
them.
Yeah.
Which, hey, if that's how it works, fine. That's actually more immersive than just, hey, let me just grab a fishing rod and chuck in the water.
Have you guys beat Arceus? That shit's good.
I don't own
well, I haven't gone through and gotten legendaries. I've been like kind of the story.
The
I still
last
haven't.
final fight
I
is
still haven't played Diamond.
crazy.
Yeah, it's Garantina, right?
I'm not spoiling it.
Cool. Thanks, man. You're a real one.
That's right.
But no, they're getting rid of those two things, and it's probably solely what, like Jared said.
Yeah, because I mean, it would be weird to have a Pokemon game without fishing, and because that's usually the way you get water type Pokemon. Lots of water type.
Yeah. It's either you're using Surf to go into the fucking water and you get attacked, or you fish.
Mhm.
Which, fishing, the way, fuck, what was it called? The place you go that you can only catch. Like, you only had Pokeballs.
Safari
You
Zone.
couldn't, thank you. That's
Well-
how you did it in there. You fished. You fished to find the fucking Dratini. You fished to find, well, tried to find Dratini. Usually you got Magikarp.
Yeah.
But that's how you used to have to do it in a Safari Zone. So this would be more in depth, in my opinion. Like, you'd actually be getting in with the fish.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it can be a cool scenario. I understand why there would be people not
I
like
100%.
Like, I totally get that. I think that people who like Pokemon for lots of reasons, and I think that they
Mhm.
should let Nintendo show themselves and like kind of explain what's going on with that before there's like an uproar about it.
I will say this. I didn't hear anyone bitching about it not being in an Arceus.
Yeah.
So even if it's not in this
Everyone
game,
loved
people
Arceus.
might not even notice. Yeah, everyone didn't bitch about Arceus except for the fucking graphics.
That's true. It was such a good game. Loved
The
it.
gameplay, apparently, everyone fucking loved.
Loved it. So fun. You could be lost it for hours in the first zone, which a lot of people were.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had no idea how to get back for a long time. I was like, how do I leave here?
So fun.
Okay. Moving on to something that Jared's hyped about. That's happening the 19th. Jared?
I know what it is. I just didn't know if you wanted me to say it. You want me to say it? Yes.
We're talking about Apex.
I know. I don't.
Say it.
I didn't.
I was-
Say it. Say it.
Well, fuck it. I give you a fucking thing so you can talk about it because you're hyped
Gave
about
me
it.
the alley-oop.
And you
Alright.
motherfucking just like,
July 19th.
should I do it?
My second day of work. Well, I'm just-
I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah.
So on July 19th, Apex is releasing a new event, and it is an anime crossover. Lots of the Apex characters are getting anime skins. The 4 characters that they have shown on their little it's a trailer.
And their
Picture.
tweet,
It's just a picture.
their tweet will
Yeah.
be actually linked in the description.
So there's
Oh,
4
really now?
characters.
The description, huh?
The description rather.
You keep talking shit and like you're just not reading properly. It's always in there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, go back to the last one. It's in there right now. Look at it.
Yeah, guess
Look at
you
it.
said-
Do
you
it.
edited it.
Nope. It was in there before.
keep
You just didn't
talking,
read
Jared.
properly.
But yeah, so the 4 characters are Watson as Naruto, but it's like Sage Mode Naruto, so I'm so excited about that. I am so happy because I want this Watson skin and she looks so fun.
What if it's
You
20
have
hours?
Octane as Luffy.
I might get it. Yeah, Octane is Luffy, and
Mirage as Deku.
the final one is the villain in the sort of picture as
Is
is
Revenant.
as Angel. Is that what they're called from Evangelion?
I don't know. I've never watched Evangelion.
But it looks like
If that's
where
what it's from. Unless it's fucking from Gurren Lagann.
Never seen it.
I have seen it. It's good. It's a mech
That's what
anime.
I've heard. I need a Hunter x Hunter skin. That's what I need.
Well, we don't know if there's going to be anything more. All me and Jared know is we're... Yes. Okay, it says right here, all based on popular animes from One Piece, Sailor Moon, and Neon Genesis Evangelion. Animes of all genres and time periods are represented in the event, which also has multiple free prize trackers, from which players can unlock rewards by completing challenges in-game if they don't want to spend any money. So if we could unlock everything by just playing the fucking game, Jared, we're gonna lose our mind.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that this is one of those cool events that Apex has every couple, events where it's not just like a wallet event, where it's like an actual event that
Well, from if what this just said is true, you're gonna be able to get shit from just playing the game.
I'm
And-
glad to hear.
Most likely the ones that we don't see on the poster, like the screenshot and everything, you might have to pay for, but these four you're probably going to actually be able to get for free.
Definitely.
Usually the poster ones are the ones you can unlock by just playing the game.
I never noticed that.
I'm usually right when I say stuff like that, but I might be wrong. Either way, on to other news about anime crossovers, Fortnite had Dragon Ball.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'd
Just
seen
keep
it
getting
today.
off.
Yeah. They're playing their own fucking game of
Naruto?
Pokemon. Oh, if they get Pokemon next, they win.
Ooh.
But no, they're Fortnite's having fucking Dragon Ball added to it. Which, fucking hell, Epic is on the ball with any of their fucking add-ons to that game. They're
Yeah.
surprisingly on the ball with that game as a whole.
Gotta love Fortnite.
I mean, they added fucking no build mode and everyone fucking loved it. Everyone loved it. Like, everyone was gonna be pissed off if they took it away. But so many people came back to actually play it again. But no.
It's a good game
There's
mode.
yeah, it's a good game mode. 2 anime events coming. We don't know when the Fortnite one's coming, but the 19th. We will be me and Jared will be streaming us running through Apex. I don't know if Melvin's
Tuesday.
gonna be there. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Maybe. My sleep schedule is kind of messed up, so I will be.
Oh
man,
same. Mine's fucked right now too. I haven't tried to fix it though, so that's it.
I'm gonna
That's
stay
me.
up all night tonight. But
Are you really?
yeah,
Why?
I'm tired.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I slept from 10 to 3, woke up and ate lunch, then right back to sleep from 4 to 8.
Oh, amazing.
This man's living like Larry.
I don't think Larry lived like that.
It's a summer life.
I think
I just-
I think Larry
he's
was
trying
always
to
in the
fix
gym,
Hey, Melvin goes to the gym. Man.
but it's not as
true.
much as Larry. He
Not
ain't jacked
today,
yet.
though.
He ain't jacked yet.
Yeah, but Larry didn't have the legs.
I think there's a helicopter above my house.
Blowed up.
No,
Just kidding.
no, I don't.
You gotta edit that out.
If I remember. That's all I got for topics. That's all I found because I figured the Pokemon one. I figured Jared would at least have something to say about that, and he did. He's a smart man.
Yeah, Mack knew.
And then I figured the Bungie one, Sean would have more to say, but surprisingly not. I mean, besides going on a Destiny rant.
Yeah. I mean,
I
hey,
knew that was gonna happen.
it's
It's part of the
what's it
formula.
called? Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's because I talked about them not wanting to update. Or did I? Oh no, I didn't share that. I was shared it with somebody else. Okay, so let me throw this in, and you can
right
splice
ahead.
it and stick it back there. So what has come out is so Bungie's been accused of being really quiet about upcoming releases,
Yep.
about hyping stuff, and it turns out that Bungie's made the decision to not do it anymore after one of their devs was treated as poorly as he was because of Twilight Garrison.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Bungie just said, "No, we're not putting any more of our employees through that. The people are. We're not going to pre-release information. They'll get the information the day of the release."
What's
When they get-
Twilight Garrison?
It's an old. Okay, so warlocks can dodge in air. They can be in the air and they can dodge, and they can you can do a build where you pretty much can do it indefinitely, and so you can stay in the air in PvP. Twilight Garrison was a chess piece that allowed you to Titans to dodge in the middle of a jump, so you could dodge off to the side or something. You can still basically you can do it if you use your shoulder charge, right? If you run shoulder charge, you can still do it. But the guy said, "Look, seriously, guys, we're not going to put that back in the game. That's that ability has become the iconic warlock ability, and we're not going to give it to other classes because it would take away from the warlock." So, and boy, it was terrible what people had to say to him, and threaten him, and everything else. It was like
Death
what
threats,
the-
everything you can fucking imagine.
So Bungie just made the decision. Nope, we're not pre-releasing information.
Nope. And you
We
can't
didn't
blame
even
them.
get we didn't even really get a trailer, right? Last time they just said, "No, I can't blame them. They're protecting their employees."
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people need to stop being fucking animals. Quit
There's
acting like
no-
that. It's a fucking game. If they take away one way to play the fucking game, play it a different way. And if they continuously take away ways that you enjoy playing the game, play something else. Yes, you can fucking send feedback and bitch at them. You send death threats though, you send any shit like that, that is different.
I don't understand why people do that.
You can
don't either.
have negative criticism. You can sit there and tell them, hey, this is making people quit the fucking game. You can say that shit. Criticism is different than motherfucking death threats. Stop
There's
it.
no reason for it. There's no reason for it. And
It's so fucking dumb. As
Oh, and
Melvin
just
says, it's not that deep.
no.
And you can go to jail for that shit.
Exactly.
The other weird or kind of cool thing, it was just unexpected. So when they made the Warframe announcement that the devs were peeling off, it was interesting who they announced was taking over as the design lead for Warframe, and it was the community manager, the one that did the voice of Lotus, and she's now in charge of. She's the design lead. Creative lead. She's in charge.
Cool.
And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Unexpected. It's not a role progression you would normally think, right?
No.
It would be
As a
like,
voice actor moving all the way to lead,
Hey, good for them. They love the game.
yeah.
oh no, I think it's a great thing, and I think it's super spot on. I was so impressed by it. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And because I wondered, I was like, she's really talking authoritatively and like giving people orders, and I was like, well, it all makes sense now. She's the boss now,
Hmm.
so good for her.
Yeah.
We like girl bosses around here.
Yeah, man. I wish, anyways. Hey guys, I've got to run. So
Okay.
I've got
We can
stuff
we can
to
call
do.
it here. We can call
All
it
right,
here.
let's
All
do
right.
it.
Do the outro.
Good.
Thank you for dining with us tonight as we discuss what's on our minds. I was your host, Mack. There you go, host. Jarred,
Good night. Thanks for having us, man.
Sean,
Good night, everybody, and remember, cloud gaming is here forever.
and Melvin.
Good night, everyone. Have a good night.
Have a nice night.